recording. The music is playing on your end, nice and light. Now remember your props. So today, I need to grab my blocks actually. Today, hi, good morning, yogis, good morning. So you'll need a couple blocks. You could use shoe boxes if you have that instead. You could also use books. Whatever you use instead of blocks, if you don't have blocks, just make sure that it can support your body. And then I also have here, and set up your space, like create a nurturing space. So light some candles. This is called Connect, and it's a restorative style yoga class. And it's really to let the body relax and let you connect to a deeper part of yourself. So, yeah, I have 2 pillows here as well. And then I also have a long style pillow. I have a blanket and a big blanket. This is really important, this blanket here, or this pillow here, a bigger pillow. So you want them to be as firm as possible. It's kind of like a bolster that you would use at a yoga studio, but if you don't have that, you could even use like 2 pillows from your bed, but I like this one, this nice big pillow here. And we'll use all of that shortly. I hope everyone's week is going well. It's nice. I always look forward to restorative classes because they really help me to slow down. And life is so busy. And it can feel really natural and normal for us to be, go, rushing through life, taking care of responsibilities. And so this practice, it really gives you the opportunity to just really slow down and give yourself that 30 minutes of intentional relaxation. And it's so good for the heart, for the mind, for the soul. So good to connect to that deeper part of the self. So if you're just joining, we'll start in easy pose. So that's a cross-legged pose, just as I am, opening your palms up to the ceiling. And if you're just joining in, we have 2 minutes before we get started. So if you, excuse me, that was probably really loud. If you still need to grab your props, keep doing that. But the sooner that you can, get yourself seated, the better. Rounding down into your sitting bones, really lengthening through your spine, feeling yourself supported by the ground beneath you. You can close down your eyes and start to focus on your breath. Taking deep inhales and exhales through the nose. Starting to feel the natural rhythm of the body. Letting yourself really connect to that rhythm. Letting the breath breathe the body. Starting to feel all of the areas that are affected, that feel the expansion Yogis. Good morning, everyone. It's so good to see you, for you to be here for this Connect class. Let's go ahead and get started. Starting in an easy seat, closing down the eyes. Taking a deep inhale through the nose, breathe deep down into the belly, feel it expand, fully expand, pause. Exhale, release, breathe it out. Another deep inhale through the nose, breathe deep down into the belly, feel it expand, fully expand, pause at the top. Exhale, breathe it out. Feel the body sink and soften with the breath. Another deep inhale through the nose, breathing into the belly, feeling the body expand. Fluttering open the eyes. We're going to start with some shoulder rolls. So just start by lifting the shoulders up to the ears and then lowering them down the back. Lifting your shoulders up and down, rolling out your shoulders. Maybe you can feel some tension built up, maybe from our Awaken class yesterday. It's okay if that tension is there. It's okay to feel tension in the body. Tension is nothing to fear. It's the body's way of letting you know that there's some energy that's still present there. So doing the shoulder rolls is helping to access the energy and work through that energy. And from here, we're going to come into our side bend. So bring your right hand next to your right hip, and your left hand comes up overhead. You can bend into that right elbow. Really feel that stretch from your hip all the way through your fingertips. Really stretch. And we'll switch sides. Stretching through the right side body. Let's do one more time on each side. Stretch, stretch, stretch through the side body and switch it out. Coming back through center, pressing up onto all fours, tabletop position into our cat-cows. So really arching the spine, lifting the tailbone, opening through the chest. Gaze is straight forward, maybe slightly lifted. Exhale as you round your spine, shifting your hips forward, letting your head hang heavy. Inhale back into your cow pose, gaze comes high. Exhale into your cat pose, nice and slow, linking your breath to your movement. Take 4 more on your own breath. Inhaling into cow, exhaling into cat. This is one of my absolute favorite exercises. Wakes up the spinal fluid, gets it moving, invites that mobility into the spine. So good for first thing in the morning. This is a great way to start your day. Pause on the cat, really press through your palms. Press your spine toward the ceiling. Sink those hips forward. Come back through neutral. And then we're going to wag the dog. So just shifting your hips to the left, gazing out over your left shoulder. And then switching sides. Gazes out over the right shoulder, shifting your hips to the right. And the left. And the right. And the left. So good. All right. Now we're going to come into our first supported pose, supported butterfly. So you're going to want to take your 2 heart is opening up to allow in a little more love, to allow in a little more peace. Each breath is expanding to allow in joy, to allow in the guidance of your intuition, to allow in the divine love that exists. With each exhale, you're breathing out barriers that you've built around your heart. Barriers that you've built around accepting love from others. Barriers that you've built around nurturing yourself. Barriers that you may not know are even there. With each exhale, you are releasing these barriers. Really let your body relax. Let your body sink. Take a moment here, focusing on the breath. If your mind has taken you away from this space, from this time, from this present moment, allow your breath to anchor you back to the here and now, giving yourself permission to be here, to feel your practice, to be present for this 30 minutes. Let your breath anchor you into the moment. And just be. Feeling the breath breathe the body. Feeling wherever the body expands with the inhale and releases with the exhale. Flip your palms face down into the mat, press them into the floor, and allow them to help you push your upper body up. Release your legs out long. Take some organic movement here. So maybe you gently bend forward. Maybe it feels good to bend to one side, bend to the other. Maybe it feels good to bend your legs slightly. Let's remove that bolster out of the way. Come to lying. We're going to leave the pillows on each side of you. And then also place one block on top of your pillow if you have it, and grab your other block and come to lying flat on your back. Come to lying all the way down. Let your spine really connect to the mat beneath you. Take a big stretch. Reach your fingertips over top of your head. Deep inhale, big stretch from fingertip to toe. And on the exhale, let the body relax into the mat. And inhale, deep stretch. And exhale, relax. Grabbing that block, we're coming into our supported bridge pose. So bring your heels nice and close into your glutes. Lift your hips, take the block, and place it underneath your hips, finding whatever height feels good for you. Maybe it doesn't feel good to be this lifted, so what you can do, sorry, my butt's showing. What you can do is you can place a pillow underneath your hips as well, and you can actually leave your legs extended if that feels better for you. What matters most is that your hips are slightly elevated. For me, it actually feels best to be at the tallest setting. Really honor your body. And then tuck your chin into your chest. Let your hands fall out to the side, palms facing up. And start to connect with the breath, really feeling the front side of the body expand with your inhale and release with your exhale. So what we're doing here is we're creating space for our internal organs. We're reversing gravity. And for me personally, I don't know about you, but it feels really good to be inverted like this. To have my heart, my lower body above my heart, and really create the space for my digestive system, for my female organs, for my liver, kidneys, even my lungs and my heart. So really let yourself relax here. Let your body sink. Focus on your breath. And continue to think about opening your heart to more love. Really allowing that in. Maybe you start to think of the people that you love in your life, the relationships that you have. And as you scroll through all of the people that you love, all of the people that have love for you, just take a moment to bring them into your mind's eye and send love out to them here in this moment. And as you do that, actually allow yourself to receive love from them as well. So you're giving and receiving. As you bring their face to your mind's eye, send them love and accept love from them. So often, it's our own ideas and our own beliefs that separate us from the love from others. And often it's easy for us to give and not so easy for us to receive. So being conscious of the receiving and being conscious of that give and take, and being conscious of the fact that it feels good to give, right? It feels good for you to give to others. And so, of course, it's going to feel good for others to give to you. And so it's this practice of receiving, opening the heart to receive the love that others are offering. Focusing on the breath. Full body breaths, inhales and exhales through the nose. And press your feet into the mat. Lift up your hips. Remove that block. Slowly, gently lower your back down onto the mat. Let your spine sink into the mat. Deep inhale and exhale. Deep inhale and exhale. Now bring those legs back in, cross your right knee over your left, and we're going to come into a supported root or a twisted root. So let your legs fall to the left. Find that blanket, bolster, pillows to support, maybe your blocks too, to support your legs. Then sink your shoulders into the mat and bring your attention and awareness back to your breath. Deep inhales and exhales through the nose. Feel this sensation in the body. Feel where the body expands with the breath and where it releases. Here we're twisting through our torso. Twists are so good, again, for our internal organs. This is aiding in our digestion. This is detoxifying our internal organs, getting fresh blood and fresh oxygen everywhere that it needs to be in the body. And as we focus on opening up our heart, quite often what comes to mind is forgiveness. Having someone in our life to forgive and to open our heart again. And when we open our heart and forgive, it isn't about the other person. We don't even have to tell the other person that we forgive them. It's more about our own heart, because ultimately, most of the time, our forgiveness makes no difference to others, but it does make a difference to us. Because as we are pained by others, we hold on, we build those barriers around our heart. And as we forgive, we're able to remove those barriers and open ourselves back up, not necessarily to the people who hurt us, but to the others in our lives. Because when you have barriers around your heart, it isn't just to one person or another. It's barriers in general. And that's how we block love from coming into our lives. So maybe take a moment to consider some forgiveness. And all you need to do is bring that person's face to your mind's eye and just say, I forgive you. And exhale, release that energy with your breath. Exhale, I forgive you. Feel how much lighter you feel even making that statement. Maybe it feels difficult to think or say out loud. Just know that there is energy in the statement, I forgive you. Shift your knees back through center. Take a moment to square your hips. Switch out your legs. Left leg crosses on top of the right. And then just let your legs fall to the left. Finding that other support system, whether it's a blanket or a bolster or pillows, blocks, whatever that is for you. Allow more love out and more love in. See if there's anywhere in the body you can release tension and relax the body. Breathe tension out of the body. present to your thoughts, to sink into your heart, allowing for the intuition, that internal guidance system, to come to the surface. Bring our legs back through center. Stretch them out long, release them. Arms come up overhead. Deep inhale and exhale. One more. Let's come up to seated. And let's come into a wide leg forward fold. So legs come out wide. Grab your big pillow and you're going to ground down into your sitting bones. Legs are out wide, and then you're going to use that pillow to support your forehead as you gently lean forward. So you're really going to feel this in your hips. Gently lean forward. Knowing that over time, you'll lean a little more, a little more. The beautiful thing about hip openers is it's said that we store emotions in our hips. And so as we open up our hips, we're getting into that energy and releasing. So when you think about opening your heart to love, removing any barriers, the emotions that may be held in your hips can be connected to your heart. Let your heart sink forward, focusing on the breath. We won't be here long, I promise. Maybe this is a pretty high intensity posture for you. That's okay. Start to rise. Bring the legs back together. Do some shifting in the hips. And now we're going to come into our final resting posture, Shavasana. So getting yourself set up, it may feel good to have a blanket. It may feel good to prop up your knees. That feels really good to me. Maybe it feels good to have a blanket on your chest. Maybe you have your pillow for your neck. Just getting yourself nice and comfortable. Palms come facing up, open to guidance. Close down the eyes. Let the body sink and release, focusing on the breath, giving yourself the gift of these last 3 minutes of practice, giving the body the gift of stillness, giving the mind the gift of presence, and giving the heart the gift of voice, of space, of expression. being open to the guidance within the heart. With the inhale, you open the heart, and with the exhale, you breathe out any barriers. Letting love in and letting love out freely. It's important to remember that you are worthy. This space you take up in life is important. Your heart and your mind, your words and your vision, it all matters because you matter. Who you are is a miracle, and the life you still get to live is beautiful. So make the most of it. Pursue your passions, follow your heart, and let love guide your choices. Start to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, bringing life and awareness back into your body. Take a deep inhale, feel your body expand with your breath. Fill up, fill, fill, fill. And then exhale, release. Now imagine that breath is love. Take a deep inhale, fill your body with the love. Fill, 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 fill. Inhale, inhale, more, 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 more. And then exhale, let that love out. Let it out, spread it out into the world. Because you have it inside of you to give, and you have it to receive. Thank you so much for being here this morning, for allowing me to share this Connect practice. I don't know about you, but my days have felt so much better since I started practicing daily every morning. So I'd love to hear your feedback if you want to leave a comment about how the practice is affecting you and your life and your days. The light in me sees, honors, reflects, and encourages the light in each of you. Namaste. See you tomorrow for our strength class, yogis. Have a great day.